Welcome everybody to the Third Dimensions Journeys channel. Yeah, I got a new channel, so don't worry about it. Listen, today, this video occurred May 15, 2025. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life driving around Fayetteville so I can point out easier targets for Thomas Dakota Carroll he can hit, and so the police can write another report of a man dangling in the street getting hit by Thomas Dakota Carroll. So Thomas Dakota Carroll of Fayetteville, North Carolina, could easily get off and go home and mark on his calendar another man hit by him, so he can keep his scorecard up. Okay, I know I sound like I'm rambling, but I'm sure Thomas Dakota Carroll wants to hit more people, so he could, I guess, I don't know, ratchet up the number of people he has hit over the years and gotten away with. So I'm literally searching Fayetteville, North Carolina, for easier targets for him to hit. And once again, I know I've repeated this, so the police could write a report of a man dangling in the street, which I guess is illegal in Fayetteville, North Carolina, probably North Carolina anyway. And another notch for the police to allow Thomas Dakota Carroll to get away with attempted murder. So without further ado, I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and we're gonna see another potential victim for Thomas Dakota Carroll to hit. And this is right near his neighborhood too. All right. So let's check it out now. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life finding new victims for Thomas Dakota Carroll and the Fayetteville Police Department, which I know they're not gonna report this, or report a man dangling on the street. So hit Thomas Dakota Carroll. Here's another target for you, so you can hit him and get away with it, because he's literally dangling in the street. See, you can get away with it, Thomas Dakota Carroll. And this man is literally dangling in the street, so you can get away with hitting him with no problem. All right. I found a new victim, and this is May 15, 2025. So this is a recent video. Find him and hit him in the street, and the police won't say nothing. All right. And then no personal injury lawyer will say anything. They'll say, I can't. This case is not winnable, and you got away with another attempted murder. All right. Thomas Dakota Carroll, Fayetteville, North Carolina, a U.S. Army, currently a U.S. Army soldier, probably not currently, but from the likes of his Facebook pages. But I found you another. This is probably the same victim, but yeah. So check him out. Yeah, I think I might find you. He's probably the same guy, but once again, you can hit him again. Or if it's probably the same guy, you can hit him again and say, look, another victim for you, Thomas Dakota Carroll. Another victim. Ain't that nice? I'm good like that. I'm gonna help you find some victims so you can hit. You know. So, all right, it's another victim, Thomas Dakota Carroll. Look. Now, listen, this victim, he might not be up your alley because he's not black, but hey, it's worth a try. You probably get away with it if the police is not looking or if they don't care, and the law firms don't mind you hitting them, and they feel like this is unwinnable. So, yeah, I'm trying to find you some victims, all right? I'm trying to help you out here. Look, like I said, he's doable. The only thing, he's just not black, but he's dangling across the street. All right, so why not? Yeah, he's dangling across the street. Look, just go to the other. He's gonna go to the other lane, hit him real quick, and like you did me, just stay there until the police come. The police will just write it off as the guy dangling in the street, and the law firms in Raleigh won't file personal injury because they'll feel like it's unwinnable. All right, yeah, why not? Hey, Alright, anyway, everybody. I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I just thought I come down here every now and then to help find victims for Thomas Dakota Carroll that hit, you know, and show the great investigation work of Fayetteville, North Carolina police. All right. Thanks for watching my channel, and I'll be back for more victims. All right. Thank you for watching. Okay, listen. A side note. This is the last place Big Boy over here should be at, Speedway. All right? The last place you should be, my brother. Please, do yourself a favor and walk away. All right? Before the police arrest you for dangling at a Speedway weighing over 300 pounds, all right? Please. Please, my brother, please. It's the last place you should be at, all right? Just a side note. Just a side note. All right, no disrespect. And listen, another side note. I mean, really, you know why I never got that lawsuit, and why the police use their legal term, their own personal legal terms, of dangling across the street, and this is why I never got a lawsuit from a Raleigh law firm, personal injury law firm, because of this right here. A lot of dangling across the street, bro. I mean, it makes everybody look bad. Come on, don't do that. Use the crosswalks. This is why right here, when I got hit, the police allow it to happen, because y'all guys keep dangling across the street. All right, this is Person Street. All right, so this is why I right here, I got hit right here. This is why I never got a lawsuit, and the police wrote it. I said, this another black guy got hit by a car. So in North Carolina, it's perfectly legal. So, and this is why a guy dangling across the street like that, all right? It's just a side note, another side note. Okay, listen, I know, I'm stretching this out. I know it's another long video, but another side note, I guess the third or fourth side note, the Speedway in Fayetteville near Person Street, well, the fountain sodas don't work. So you sitting up there drinking sodas, you sitting up there drinking sodas like you going in there to get another soda. The fountain machine doesn't work, bro. So you're going there for nothing. Just a side note to you. That's a note. Everybody tell this guy the soda machines don't work on Speedway. All right, I don't know why, but it don't. I've been there 3 times, and no, it's a no-go for me. I ain't going there again, all right? Until the soda machine works. Another compilation video, I guess. I'm gonna make this another compilation video. I guess he's allowed to block the street, I guess, because he's white, I guess, because normally the police don't like people standing there blocking thorough traffic. But if you're white, I guess you're allowed to do that. If you don't believe me, once again, you think I'm talking out of my ass, I got proof right here. Alright. I'm going. No, I'm not moving. So I have to go around them. Yep. Once again, certain things are illegal for some people, and it's illegal for others, I guess. Yeah. Nice cars, though. You see the cars? I love that. One more time. It was nice cars, though. Yeah. I like that. One more time. I'm sorry. Fuck. Go on. Nice cars, right? I like that. I'd love to see that. Oh, that's so beautiful. Anyway, oh, listen. I gotta tell you, I gotta show you something. Hold on. Listen, we got another walker. So in my third dimension journeys, we've encountered about 3 or 4 walkers dangling across the street. And so for none of them getting hit by Thomas Dakota Carroll. And listen, Thomas Dakota Carroll, you should have came here too as another walker. You might not want to hit this person because they're white and they're a woman and they look pretty. So you might not want to hit this one. But anyway, I'll show you in 1 second. All right. But I love seeing his cars. Okay, I'm gonna show you a walker. Some person out dangling across the street. All right. See, Thomas Dakota could hit. Look at this. She dangling across the street, but nobody hits her. And Thomas Dakota Carroll, you could come over here and hit her. You can hit her, get away with it, no problem. You got all these victims, Thomas Dakota Carroll. I don't know why you don't try to hit them. I'm finding all these victims for you to hit, and So, so just to let you know, you can hit them, get away with it. The police will write it off as someone dangling across the street. Or once again, I know I've said this, but the personal injuries in Raleigh, North Carolina will absolutely do nothing because they say it's unwinnable because, she shouldn't be dangling across the street. So Thomas Dakota Carroll, it's a field day for you. Summertime, people are going to be out dangling across the street. I advise you to come here and hit as many as you could to keep your scorecard up, all right? All right, thanks. Look at that. I'm such a nice guy. Even though I get hit by Thomas Dakota Carroll, quote unquote, dangling across the street as the police terms it, with no police report or investigation to back it up, I'm a nice guy in the fact that I literally decided to brush it off and try to find more victims for Thomas Dakota Carroll so he can hit them and get away with it. And who says I'm keeping a grudge? I'm a nice guy. I'm trying to find victims for him, I thought it would be a great thing to do. Listen, it's perfectly legal to do that, obviously, so people can get mad. Why are you doing that for? That's not right. That's evil. You shouldn't do that. Listen, this is North Carolina. This is Fayetteville. It's perfectly legal. If you're dangling across the street, Thomas Dakota Carroll or guys like him could literally hit them with no problem. So long as they stay on the scene, the police will arrive, look at the situation, and say, he's just dangling, so what? And write it off, and nothing will happen to him or your insurance. So what's the effing problem? I don't understand. If it's perfectly illegal, what is the problem? Listen, lynching is legal, but they call it suicide, and that's perfectly legal. So don't tell me about what I'm doing wrong or not. It's not right. It's perfectly legal in North Carolina, particularly Fayetteville, North Carolina. Ask any police officer, and they will tell you immediately that it's perfectly legal, so long as you stay on the scene and you be a nice person. Even if you may have drugs in your system, which they won't check, of course, because that's too much investigation work, it's perfectly legal. All right, so let's not play games and let's not be silly. And okay, I know it's a growing disease like polio and influenza and the cold and COVID. Let's not be silly about this. We all know that it's perfectly legal. If you dangle across the street, you will get hit, but it's not unlawful. All right, no police report will be filed, and it'll be quiet as kept, like it has always been. And listen, all those completely videos of people dangling across the street, they all was on or near Person Street. So, like I said, I'm sure it's perfectly legal. All right. If Thomas Dakota Carroll of Fayetteville, North Carolina, a U.S. Army soldier, can get away with it, anybody can get away with it. It's a proven fact. Ask him. He'll sit you down and talk you through it. All right, so you could be a professional at it just like him. All right.